Kong experience.
Boom! And we're live with a dude who's so shady, he's a shadow. How's it going, my brother from another mother, who is a hedgehog, I guess?
Good. Well, I do well.
I bet you do well, bro. You know, your wiki page says you're the ultimate life force.
Life form. But yeah, that's me.
And under power and abilities... Yo, this just keeps going.
You might have to accept cookies.
But okay, walk with me here. You have super speed.
Natch.
You can teleport.
Yep.
You can throw energy spears.
Wait, I see where you're going with this.
And you're immortal, like a vampire or a Highlander. So...
It's been 20 years since...
Why do you use a gun?
Man, it was the 2000s, okay? It was either use a gun or get a tribal tattoo.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was there. Let's just say Mario didn't pick the gun. You know what I mean?
From what I remember, you were strapped back in those days. And I don't mean like the N64 expansion pack.
Oh, you mean Gunnifer Aniston here?
Yeah, it fires coconuts, right?
Hell yeah.
If he shoots ya,
it's gonna
kill
hurt.
you.
Wait, what?
If you shoot someone, they die. Why else would anyone use guns?
I guess. I mean, first off, guns are for self-defense. If I see a googly-eyed beaver waddling over my direction, I could be in danger of them looking at me, or even talking to me. So I gotta do whatever it takes to avoid that beaver bother, right? That's just the law of the jungle. And hey, it's only coconuts anyway. That's on the E for everyone side of things as far as guns go.
Yeah, about that. I want to show you something. Let's trade for a sec.
Oh, come to Daddy Kong.
So that beauty right there, Courtney Glocks, by the way.
Nice.
That pistol shoots regular bullets that are smaller than the tip of your pinky finger, and it'll still rip up flesh, ignite red explosive barrels to burn your enemies alive, whatever. Unless you're using Matt LeBlanc's. Just came up with that one.
You know, Lanky loved throwing those red barrels everywhere. Haven't seen that guy around lately.
Okay, so compare that with your... What's this branch here?
You like that? It's an all-natural crosshair.
Right. So instead of bullets, you're talking about shooting something the size of your head, faster than the speed of sound. There's no way this coconut gun doesn't liquefy everyone it hits.
Wow, I never thought of that.
You never thought about the carnage you were creating with your giant gun? Because it sounds pretty rad.
Not really. I mean, anyone I shoot just sort of falls over and disappears. Out of sight, out of mind, no body, no crime. You know how it is, huh?
I just want to point out how terrifying it is that you both just happened to bring live firearms to the studio. Remember what happened when Megatron came on the show?
Look what I can do!
That's what I'm talking about, though. This is for self-defense. If anyone tries shit, I'm ready to make them a stain on my wall. Same reason you still have your pop guns. It's the law of the jungle, remember?
Okay, 1, I don't think the law of the jungle applies to Decepticons. 2, my pop guns shoot peanuts. And 3, I left them at home, locked in a closet. Because, like both of you, I don't wear pants and don't have a way or reason to carry guns to a podcast recording.
I'm not dealing with this right now. Did he cut his mic?
You want me to cut my own mic?
Did I stutter?
The Donkey Kong experience.
We're back on the attack with my chaotic neutral homie, Shadowlay Hedgehog. Ooh, brain fart. What were we talking about?
You mentioned shooting an enemy and watching them disappear. I've been running some tests on mortals. They're probably too dark and twisted to go into here. But tell me, where do you think you go when you despawn? When you lose a life?
I mean, start of the level, right? Unless you don't have any more head-shaped balloons. Then you go back to the beginning of the world you were on. Sometimes I wake up in a barrel with my initials on it, but I'm pretty sure that's just a Kong thing. Oh, that reminds me, I'm running low.
No, I mean after you get murked by an armadillo or whatever, you fall over and suddenly reappear at a checkpoint. So is like someone bringing you over there? Or can you like teleport too?
I guess I always thought it was like another me.
What? As in another version of Donkey Kong?
Yeah, that's what extra lives are, right? Extra use. So like if I get impaled by a giant hornet, there's a spare me to continue my rampage to, you know, get my bananas back.
It doesn't bug you? That you're not the first you, but some replacement?
Nah, it's cool. You know how it is. We live, we fall into a crevasse in an abandoned mine. Our exact clones replace us as if nothing happened while endless identical corpses fertilize the land that grows magical floating bananas. It's a circle of life.
Glad I don't have to worry about any of this.
Oh, yeah? What makes you so sure you're the first you?
Hey, I'm no faker. I'm a singular dope-ass organism. Plus, like you said, I'm immortal.
Yeah, but vampires are immortal, too. They don't age, but they can still die. I bet if you, fell into the sun or something, that'd mess you up pretty good, bro.
Look, you can't clone the ultimate life form. I mean, except for Eggman, who did it several times, but they were all inferior imitations. Nobody can copy perfection.
Ah, man, I wish I had that kind of confidence. But you've got it, man. The cool factor. It was so weird when you had a gun because it never seemed like you needed it, you know? You were always so cool without it.
Being cool, that's meaningless. I never waste my time trying to impress anyone else.
And that's what makes you so cool. You don't care what people think. It's so rare that I talk to someone who has no filter. Like, okay, for instance, what do you think about gun control?
I'm in favor of controlling guns. With my finger on the trigger.
Animal rights?
Animals have the right to stay the hell out of my way.
Healthcare.
I don't care about your health.
Climate change.
I'm going to be as fair and even-handed as I can be about this one. I think we, as a society, should put aside our differences, band together, and make it our #1 goal to blow up as many oil refineries as possible.
I love it, man. No filter. That's the opposite of, Funky Kong. He's trying so hard all the time with that bandana and everything. You know that surfer talk is fake, right? What's up, Donkey Toot? My parents are these bogus bankers, and I totally went to a primo private school, but, check out my radical jorts. Excuse me.
Yeah, the more you look like you're trying to be cool, the more you aren't. Or at least that's what I've heard from people who care about that sort of thing, because I don't.
I think there's kind of a balancing act, though, because if you try too hard to look like you're not trying hard, you're just kind of an asshole.
It's a fine line that's difficult to master, but based on what people tell me, I must be walking along some kind of coolness precipice. That's why so many people call me Edgelord in my gooning Discord.
Hey, got anything you want to plug?
Yes. In fact, I have my own podcast called The Shadowcast, where each week I peel back the curtain on the bleakest, most morbid parts of our world. Places and objects so dark that not even light itself could escape the totality of their despair. We're actually having a merch sale right now, 20% off studded belts and wristbands. We also have trucker hats if you want to be extra ironically detached. Because, if you think about it, it's actually hilarious to participate in capitalism, so you could buy, a Shadowcast mug as, a bit. You know what I mean?
Shadowcast! Shit, that's a cool name. Fuck! You got me rethinking my whole thing here. The Donkey Kong experience was just the first thing I thought of because it's, literally my life.
You could always change your name.
Nah, it messed up the branding. Man, Shadowcast. You need guests? I'm down to talk about spooky shit. There was this one time in my house where a glass of water I had was acting funny, it was bubbling a little weird and getting all messy it turned into a soda. But then I realized I just put some antacids in there for my grandma, Wrinkly Kong. She died a while ago and she's a ghost now, but she still gets phantom indigestion. Pretty wild, right?
Uh-huh. Really, gnarly stuff.
Do you ever think about how when we die we become a ghost and a zombie? If the undead apocalypse comes, I guess I should be prepared to fight an army of me's, huh? You think all my ghosts would help me out because I'm their king and they'd be bound to my service until I release them? Or would I have to bust them up too?
I can't believe I have to say this, but I need you to stop gesturing wildly with a loaded gun. You're putting our lives and our extra lives in danger.
You got a coconut up, bro. We're fine. Shadow's faster than a gun. And we already installed bulletproof glass on your booth after that episode with Ridley. I know you love to scold me, but you need to stop being such a wokey Kong and stop being... Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on?
This happens every few episodes. Give it a minute.
We're back on the attack with my chaotic neutral homie, Shadow the Hedgehog. Ooh, brain fart. What were we talking about?